Welcome back, Pokemon fans. This is TrueGaimzHD coming at you with another Pokemon Soul Silver Let's Play episode. Before we get into the Let's Play part, I'm just going to bring back Sentret from the Pokewalker that we sent in the last episode. Along the journeys in the Pokewalker, I came across a few Pokemon. I came across 2 Doduos, and I've also come across a Nidoran male. I've also been able to receive a few items as well. So that's what I'm doing right now. If the bottom screen was displayed, it would actually show what we had done during the event. It's obviously not needed. And this here is just telling me what has been brought over from the Pokewalker, and it's also saying what items I've collected here as well. It's also stating that I've actually unlocked another route. After you've taken so many steps, so many watts have been collected, what will happen is that you'll actually unlock more levels. Now, in each level, there's different Pokemon that you can obtain, and there's different groups. So there's a group, and then there's a B group. So at this point, I'm just going to select another Pokemon to head out in the Pokewalker. I'm just going to select Sentret again. Sentret's not crucial to my Pokemon party, so I'm just going to send him back out. I'm going to send him to, let me see here. I'm going to send him off to... Okay. I'm going to send him off to Noisy Forest. And now it's going to get me to connect the Pokewalker, and off he goes. So we'll keep the Sentret in the Pokewalker there for the time being. As I said, it's not something that's needed. The Sentret did grow by 1 level by going through the Pokewalker, so every time you take them out and you bring them back, they'll grow by 1 level. Also, as well, as it's a good way to increase happiness as well onto your Pokemon. So if I had a Zubat or anything like that, I could always increase the happiness as well. Okay, so I'm just going to get out of the Pokewalker app here. At this point, I'm actually, believe it or not, cheating the Pokewalker. I just have the Pokewalker attached onto my phone, and when the phone goes off or vibrates or anything like that, it actually will count it as a step or two, so let's just get into the Soul Silver game here now. Okay, so I'm just going to go up to my PC, and at the PC, I'm just going to go ahead and switch out some Pokemon. I really would like to have the Doduo on my team. I'm actually going to take the bold one, as well as I'm also going to bring Nidoran Male over to the team as well. So here I am, I'm just showing you the stats. I couldn't remember quite what the natures were. I did have to look them up there once again. But now, I'm not too interested into the quiet one. I'm actually going to try to trade this off to Lady Jirachi there later on. She's actually playing off of a Dasume emulator that has the Wi-Fi capability. And with me being able to use my 3DS console, we're actually going to try to trade up here at some point. So I'm going to keep the quiet one for her, and I'm going to take the bold one for myself. And as well, I'm also going to take this Nidoran and put it on my party as well. And again, I am commentating after the fact that I've recorded, so I do apologize if it takes me a little bit of time. So now that we've got our party, every Pokemon is healed up, and we're actually going to go ahead and venture off onto Route 30, right above Cherry Grove City. But first, we're going to go ahead and get some Pokeballs here for the adventure. It's always good to have Pokeballs, some potions, and some antidotes. So that's what we're going to do here. Okay, so we're going to go out onto Route 30. Now, we've already been here, of course, to go see Mr. Pokemon. But we're just going to keep going ahead. Before that, I'm going to get this apricorn. It is a green apricorn. Okay, it's always good to collect these. I can actually get some Pokeballs from them, and they grow back every 24 hours. At this point, I'm just going to change the color of the window. Blue just blends in too much. I'm just going to change it to orange, so that way it kind of stands out. Okay. And I'm just going to change a Pokemon from the bottom party, like basically from a different spot in the party to the first slot. I'm actually going to use the Nidoran Male here. Okay, so we're going to try to train up some of our Pokemon here. Okay, we've come in contact with a Pidgey. And we'll send out Nidoran. Now, obviously Nidoran's level 5. We're going to try to get this thing to level 10. Now again, I'm not going to narrate all of the battles. And there was a comment left in the previous video about speeding up the battles or just kind of speeding through them. I'm not really one to cut any content out. I'm not one to speed up any of the gameplay. Also, by playing onto an actual 3DS console, there is no super speed option as well. Alright, so the Nidoran has gotten quite a little bit of experience here, and we're going to go up here and talk to Youngster Joey, who was too busy to battle us earlier, as he was in another battle. Okay, so I'm going to switch Doduo out here. Now normally you wouldn't have these Pokemon, but because I'm using the Pokewalker, I'm able to obtain quite a few different Pokemon than what you would normally have. Okay, so Youngster Joey wants to battle, and he is going to send out his famous Rattata. Now I'm going to send out my Doduo here, it's level 8. Okay, so he's going to lead off here with a quick attack, and I'm going to attack him with a peck attack, which is a flying type move, and that has done a decent amount of damage, and I'm going to also retaliate again with another quick attack. Okay, so now that Youngster Joey has been defeated, we're going to go ahead and move on here. I am not going to register a bunch of numbers into my Pokegear, just because when they call, it's always at an awkward time, and they never really get to saying anything. The only ones I'm going to be registering are the ones that will actually provide me items. I'm quite interested in obtaining some stones, like a fire stone, water stone, that kind of idea. And we're going to go ahead and challenge Youngster Mikey. He has a Pidgey here at level 2. And I'm going to use my Pidgey here at level 4. Now, I'm going to be big on trying to train my Pokemon very equally, so that way they're roughly around the same levels. Okay, so he's going to send out his Rattata. I too am going to swap out. Okay, so in comes my Geodude. Okay, now the Geodude's onto the field here. The Rattata is going to have quite a difficult time taking down the Geodude due to the defenses, so he's going to lead off with the Tail Whip. And of course my tackle attack is missed. Alright, now that Geodude is still out there, and the Rattata is still retaliating with the Tail Whips and the tackles, we're just going to stay in, continues to try to take down that Rattata. There's not a whole lot that Rattata is going to be able to do to this Geodude, unless it gets a lot of Tail Whips off. But there's only so far that the HP can actually go down. Not the HP, sorry, the defenses. So Geodude has taken down the Rattata here. And the good thing is that we've grown to level 4. Okay, so I've obtained 64 Pokédollars, and I've sent some to Mum. And we're just going to keep going up here. Now, there is a bug catcher up here. So I'm just going to keep some Pokemon that are strong against bugs into the front of the party. Now from here, the Nidoran male is going to be in front, as it does have the Peck attack. It's a flying type move, and should be super effective. Okay, Bugcatcher Dawn. He does have a Caterpie at level 3. And my Nidoran male is out, and we're just going to go ahead for that Peck attack. Now, as you can see, it is super effective. And there's not a whole lot that this Bugcatcher is going to be able to do to us. Okay, again, another Caterpie. I'm just going to switch out to another Pokemon here. And I'm going back into my Pidgey. Now Pidgey doesn't have any flying type moves, but the tackle attack should be strong enough to take out this Caterpie. Alright, now that the Caterpie has fainted, we're going to move along here on Route 30, and we're going to try to make our way to Violet City. Now, in the beginning, if you did not talk to your mom and ask her to save your money, she will call you here after this battle, and what will happen is she'll ask you if you want her to save your money. Every time that she collects any kind of revenue, she's going to call you and tell you to pick up the item at the Pokemart. Okay, so I'm just gonna change Cyndaquil back to the front of the party here. And here we are, another Weedle. Okay, and I do not have any Ember or Fire type attacks at this time, so all I can do are just tackles. Okay, so Weedle goes down, and I should be able to continue here along Route 30. Okay. So here we are, we've found a potion just laying around. And here we are, here's a black apricorn. Okay, now down below there is a bug catcher. So we're just going to go ahead and battle him. Just going to switch out to another Pokemon here. Again, I am trying to evenly train the Pokemon. Okay, bug catcher Wait is leading off here with a Caterpie. And I'm sending out my Pidgey again. Okay, that's done about half damage. Okay, and Caterpie has fainted. Okay, he's going to send out another Caterpie. Okay, so that's 2 Pokemon down out of his 4. And it looks like Pidgey has grown to level 6. Okay, and I'm just going to stay in here against this Weedle. The more experience the Pidgey gets, the better. Unfortunately, all of those string shots are not going to help out in this situation. Pidgey's just too much of a high level for his Pokemon to actually counter, so... Okay, almost to level 7. Just gonna stay in against this last Caterpie. Okay, tackling again. And that's almost taken down the Caterpie. If they actually attacked, they might be able to defeat me, but unfortunately they continuously try to use the string shot. Okay, and Pidgey's grew to level 7. Still no new move, just the tackle and sand attack. Okay, and again, I'm not adding him to my Pokegear. Any kind of berries or anything like that I can just get from any wild Pokemon, so... Okay, now a wild Weedle here. Now, I haven't caught one of these yet. I think I'm going to try. And of course my Pidgey misses. It's a good thing that it wasn't a poison sting. And of course I get poisoned. Okay, one more tackle, and then I'm going to try to capture it. Oh, okay. I guess I wasn't going to capture it in this part of the video yet. Okay, here we are with another Weedle. Level 4. Okay, another Peck. I think one more Peck should do it, and then I'm going to try to capture this one. If I'm correct. I may not be. I did fight quite a lot of Weedle in this video. And the good thing with Nidoran male is that I cannot be poisoned, so... Yeah, here we are. We're gonna go ahead with the Pokeball. And that is going to be the 6th Pokemon here. Okay. So we're just going to continue on here. And Pidgey barely hangs in there from the poison. And here we are, we're making our way to Violet City, and Lyra appears with her Meryl. And this is where she's going to provide me with the verse recorder. This is where I can record any kind of battles against any trainers. This is good against if you're doing Wi-Fi battles. This is the item that you would need to record your battle with. So now that I have that, I'm just going to continue on my way to Violet City, and I'm going to take a step into the Pokemon Center here, heal up my wounded Pidgey. Okay, so this is pretty well the video for today, just going from the Cherry Grove City to Violet City by Route 30. The Pokewalker, again, at the beginning of every video, I will have the Pokewalker shown. So my question for you today is, do you like seeing the Pokemon from the Pokewalker in my party? Also, would you still prefer to see it at the beginning of every video? It's not something that's needed and it's not something that's necessary, but I feel as if I should show it. Please post your comment in the below the description, and also have a great weekend.